Today we're going to go ahead and install the FJM console unit. One of the most important steps you can do before installing the console unit is make sure that you have the right unit and that it's compatible with the system you're going to be installing. The easiest way to do that is to use our Samsung HVAC mobile app. Simply swipe over, hit the specifications tab, then you can hit the barcode scan at the bottom. And once you do, you can then come over and scan the barcode, pull down the submittal, and verify that it's the system that you want. Now let's go ahead and do the unboxing. The first thing we're going to do is cut the packing straps. And then let's go ahead and lay the unit flat on the floor. Cut the packing tape loose so that we can gain access to the box. Be very careful when doing so that you don't scratch the surface. Now let's take a look at what comes with the console. The first bag that you're going to have here is going to have your condensate drain adapter, the instructions for it, and one very important piece is the set screw that's going to actually hold the drain line in place. The next bag you're going to see will have the metal mounting plate that we're going to mount to the wall to hang the console unit on. Insulation for the refrigerant pipes so that we don't form condensation on them and damage any surfaces. And the installation manual that comes with the console is just a little bit different. It's a large piece of paper that you can use as a mat as you're kneeling down to take a look at it and go through the process for installing each step. We also have some zip ties and some insulation so that we can wrap up the refrigerant pipes. Let's go ahead and lift the unit out of the box now. In the very bottom of the box, we have one more packet that we need to be aware of. And this is going to be the packet that has our user's manual and our registration instructions on how to register the product and all the terms and conditions for your warranty. We also have a second installation manual and a small packet that you're familiar with. Now when it comes to register for warranty, you can also use our Samsung HVAC mobile app, and you can just go right to the top box on registration and then enter all the information for yourself, for the user, and then all the model numbers and serial numbers that are registered to this system. Let's take a quick look at what the console looks like. We'll remove the plastic bag. We're going to leave these shipping brackets that hold the louver in place until we're ready to install it. This is your console. It has our supplier opening on top and on the bottom. And let's go ahead and get this thing installed so we can show you how it'll connect to our free joint multi-system.
After unpackaging your FJM console unit, please notice that there's a supplemental instruction package for your drain line. Install the drain line before you begin your installation process on the unit. In this video, we're going to show you how to install the new FJM console unit. First step is going to be locating your mounting template inside your packing materials and getting it placed onto your wall in a level position with proper clearances that can be found in the install manual. If you look on the template, you can see that there's several locations marked for your anchors to go through the wall. What's recommended is that you use anchor points A, B, C, D, E, and F as a minimum, and the others as needed. So we're going to go ahead and start installing our anchors. The next step will be taking your hanger bracket, utilizing your stud locations to mount the hanger bracket. So now we've removed our template from the wall. We've got our unit that we're going to position on the wall here in front of us. A couple things to notate. On the top of the unit, you can see that there's a couple arrows that indicate where your hanger bracket is going to hang between, so you know when you're lifting it up where it's going to be positioned. But to hang it, we need to take the front cover off, which will give us access to the screws that hold the front paneling on. Now that I've got the front panel off, You can see that we're going to be making our refrigerant connections through the bottom of the unit up to here, and we'll also be making our electrical connections either through the back or through the bottom of the unit up into our electrical panel on the right side. Now that we've got the console positioned on the wall, we can run our screws through the back of the unit into our anchors that we've already mounted into the wall for the other 4 positions to hold the unit flat to the wall. As with all of the indoor units, you'll want to break the connection on the indoor unit and verify that it's got a nitrogen charge to ensure that you don't have any leaks in the system. Now we're going to go ahead and hook up your refrigerant lines. We'll go ahead and hand tighten them first. And again, your torque specification is going to be in your install manual, depending on your pipe size. Leave those exposed for your leak check. The next thing we'll be doing is connecting up the line voltage connection and your communication. Okay, now that we've got our refrigerant connections done, we're going to go ahead and work on our electrical. So we've got our communication wire and our line voltage coming from our outdoor unit. To make the connections, you're going to need to access the electrical connection box up here at the top of the unit. There's 1 screw holding the cover on. We'll take that out. Cover slides out. Again, you can see on the cover box that there's a schematic that's going to let you know what the electrical's doing. There's also all the air codes that you can possibly read on the indoor unit. We'll unscrew our wire chase here. So we've got a terminal block that's got an L1 and a 2N for our high voltage. And again, that's being fed from our outdoor unit. We've got a grounding lug down here at the bottom for our line voltage. And then we've also got 2 terminals for our F1 and F2 for our communication between our outdoor and indoor units. And the last thing you need to do is determine where your drain line is going to go and install it. Final step of the process is reinstalling your panels. We'll talk about pressurizing and evacuating the unit when we install the outdoor equipment.
For service manuals and other documentation, please visit our website at samsunghvac.com or use our Samsung HVAC mobile app to download any technical documentation. Thank you.